Before we end, I wondered if any of you would like to share, all of you would like to share a word of wisdom. They were invited to share a word of wisdom in whatever way they wanted to about anything about being a father.
Well, the thing here is that looking at what God has given us in terms of making decisions for ourselves and for our children, is that God allows us to make decisions on our own. Sometimes we make the wrong ones. But the main thing is the direction in which you will give your children, what direction to go. There are scriptures that I've learned throughout my life, and one is, and I try to mold into them: trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge God, and he will direct your path or direct whatever way you go. So trust in God, and we will be blessed.
I think, looking back on 12 wonderful years of being a father, to a non-religious dad, raising what are now pre-7th graders, I still can't believe that, it requires taking risk in watching them grow and make decisions. To a religious father, to a Christian, to a spiritual father, it's about having faith. It's about having faith that there is something bigger than you. And while we do make our own decisions, the fabric, the network that holds all of this together is constantly present by a being that is much bigger than us in a way that we cannot understand. I've seen this many times as we went through 6th grade, worrying all night long and sleeping very little because reports were not done, assignments were lost, book bags were missing. And at the end of the week, we would look online for the grade book that parents can look at. And while we were worrying about F's and D's, and we looked at the report card, and one of my children had all A's and 1 B, and my other one had 5 A's and 2 B's. We constantly are reminded to use faith, to rely on faith as we move forward. And I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned with spirituality and fatherhood this year. And hopefully in 7th grade we're going to remember where the book bag is. I have faith.
Well, that is a great story on fatherhood. That's a good example of that fatherhood needs to be somehow gain a resurgence, because the breakdown of the family structure is really causing a lot of problems in our society. When you do have a spiritual family, a strong father figure, you can look forward to seeing good grades, which we want our children to succeed. But in today's society, there are many examples in which children are lost. They have nowhere to turn. There is no father figure there to look for, single homes, and a lot of challenges that we can't even begin to imagine. It's okay to be an example, to reach out to someone other than your child to offer a blanket of hope. That is why I come here, to learn and to take what I've learned out to society.
As being a father, one of the things that when difficulties faces, I always look at the 23rd Psalm, as something that's very meaningful to me as a father. You know, and everyone knows it, but the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters, and restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. To piggyback on to what Tim was saying, you know, many men agree that fatherhood is a very rewarding relationship that they have, and children begin by loving their fathers unconditionally. It's a clean slate, and there's nothing a father has to do to earn that child's love, but the difficult part is not losing it. As the child goes on into the world, he will see all kinds of men who he will look to as models as well. And it is crucial that his father stay active in his life and help him make intelligent decisions. A boy without a father will look elsewhere to find a role model.
Greg, Henry, Derek, Tim, thank you so much. Would you help me thank our expert panel of fathers?